Okay, so let's talk about Valentine's. Let's talk about the spiritual and non-spiritual side of it. So first of all, there's a lot of people that are going to be making love on Valentine's, and that lends itself to potentially there's going to be a lot of pregnancies. And what kind of weirds me out is that then potentially there's a lot of babies born 9 months later. So I don't know, you know, is there a conspiracy behind it? So there's going to be all these babies born at the same time, and does that hold any specific meaning? I don't know. So I guess that's going to be November 14th. You know, has that got a paganistic or a ritualistic date in any way, shape or form? So that's the first thing. So I used to sort of think that don't make love on Valentine's because, you know, if you do fall pregnant, then it's all a bit weird and a bit conspiracy theory. All right, so the other thing is I never really knew the story behind Saint Valentine, but apparently a Roman emperor decreed that soldiers could no longer get married because he felt that they weren't really focusing on their battles and on wars, and that they wanted to return to their wives really quickly. So he felt it better that they weren't married, so he made it illegal for them to marry. And then a priest called Valentine actually continued to let young lovers get married. And when this was found out, he was actually executed on February the 14th. So in that way, you could be like celebrating his life and his death, and that he didn't do something in vain, and you know, and that it upholds love, basically the thought of love, and that people always want to come together, and that's a really beautiful thing. So Valentine's can seem very contrived, and I'm a person that feels like most holidays and commercial holidays and set holidays or set days to celebrate certain things is very, very, very contrived, and I hate it. You know, like, now you've got to celebrate Easter, now you've got to celebrate Christmas, now you've got to celebrate Mother's Day, now you've got to celebrate Father's Day, now you've got to celebrate Valentine's. And as I was single for a long time in my life, and I hated Valentine's, mainly because I wasn't going to be involved in it, and so I really railed against the commercialism, but I think secretly I wanted a bunch of roses. Okay, so if you're in a long-term relationship, Valentine's can seem very forced. You know, maybe you're not really connected with your partner, or you've had disagreements or whatever, or your partner brings in flowers and chocolates and thinks he's going to be lucky that night, you know, and it's not enough to sort of paper the cracks, as it were, you know, and plug the holes in the relationship. So yes, it can be very contrived. But if you're madly in love, or at the beginning of a passionate affair or something like that, then you know, it's a fabulous day to share your passion, your desires, your love. You know, if you like someone, you love someone, or you just find someone very, very sexy, then it's a wonderful day to express yourself. And women, honestly, women at the end of the day love Valentine's Day, because what women's sort of the way we're made is that women love gestures from men. We love them, we thrive on them, and that absolutely melts our heart, especially if the gesture is really genuine and really sweet, you know, and not just something that, oh, I've got to do it, so I'll do it. You know, if it really comes from the heart, or it really comes from a sense of passion or fun or interest in you, then it gets us really excited. So, you know, we're so easy to please, and it doesn't have to cost anything. It can just be a text just saying, you're such a beautiful woman, or I love your body, I love making love to you, or you light up my days, I find you the most interesting person I've ever met, if that's the truth. You know, just something about her, and something about her beauty and her femininity, something like that, just a text, you know, and just chuck in a few love hearts and stuff like that, and we're happy. We're happy, honestly. So it's sad that men are ignoring it, or feel like they won't be controlled into it and stuff like that. So it's a beautiful day for gestures. But if a man is into you, he won't forget Valentine's. He's going to take that opportunity to show his affection. And I think that's really, really important. So what else do we want to say about Valentine's Day?